welcome to this week's edition of BHC Today. In 1 John chapter 2, verses 15 through 17, the Bible says, "Do not love the world or the things of the world. For the things that are of the world, the lust of the eyes, the lust of the flesh, and the pride of life is not from the Father, but is of the world. And the world and all that is in it is passing away, but those who do the will of God will live forever." Cindy and Susie met at camp in the 3rd grade and became the very best of friends. Now, Cindy came from a wealthy, well-to-do family, but Susie was very poor. Now, Cindy had lived in a big house, wore expensive clothes, and had a big bedroom all to herself. Susie lived in a small apartment, wore hand-me-down clothes, and had to share a bedroom with her 2 other sisters. But in spite of coming from 2 different worlds, they became the best of friends all through high school. When they graduated, Cindy went off to college, but Susie had to stay home. But when Cindy returned for Christmas vacation, she introduced Susie to Greg, a friend she had met at college. Greg invited her to a Christmas ball, and Susie was ecstatic. She so loved Cindy's world and wanted to be a part of it at any cost. But she had nothing to wear to such an expensive and elaborate occasion. But Cindy graciously loaned Susie a beautiful dress and a gorgeous strand of pearl necklace. Well, Susie went to the ball, had the time of her life, and all was grand until she returned home and looked in the mirror, and the pearl necklace was missing. Afraid and not knowing what to do, she panicked. She would not dare tell Cindy she had lost her expensive pearl necklace. The following morning, she went down to the bank and took out a loan to buy an identical pearl necklace. She purchased the necklace and returned it to Cindy, and none were the wiser. Well, Cindy returned to college, but Susie had to get 2 jobs just to pay the monthly notes on that loan. Because she was so busy, she didn't return Cindy's call, and the 2 lost touch. Years went by, and they had not talked to one another. I think it was 10 years later, Susie was working late nights in an expensive hotel scrubbing floors when Cindy and her husband walked through the hotel lobby. When Cindy looked down and saw Susie, she was shocked to see that Susie looked so worn and so tired. When Susie looked up and saw Cindy, she lost it. She broke down and cried. She told Cindy the entire story of losing her pearl necklace, taking out a loan, and how she had labored for 10 years just to make the payments. Cindy reached down and grabbed her by the arms and said, "Susie, why? Why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you tell me that you lost my pearls? You've been working for 10 years for nothing. Those were pearls of paste. They were counterfeit, not worth more than $20. As I hear the story of Cindy and Susie, I'm reminded of many people in the world today. They're living their lives for pearls of paste. They're so infatuated in love with the things of this world, money and cars and clothes and expensive vacation. They're thinking not of eternity. Many people are living for the things of this world, which will pass away, and forfeiting the things of God, which will last for eternity. I want to encourage you today to live not for the things of this world, but live for the things of God. For the world and all that is in it is passing away, but those who live for the will of God will live forever. And that, my friends, is an encouraging word.